Hey guys, this is Cece,
What's up, world? This is Jay.
and this is
Life after that L word.
Live. So today's topic is a good one. We really thought long and hard about it, and it is going to be addressing if you need or want your mate.
Yeah, we did this before, but I think now that I have more time, I think I went a couple of different ways with it. So I think this is going to be interesting, I would say the least.
Yeah, I think so too. I think a lot of time for me when
You
I
look beautiful, by the way.
thank you, baby. Okay, guys. So for me, when I think about a need, I think about things that keep me alive. So I think about air, I think about food, and I
See,
think about water.
yeah, that's a need.
Okay.
It's
So
basic.
yeah, those are my basic needs. And I can live for a long, long time with my basic needs.
I love you. That's what I'm talking about.
So for me, being in a relationship with someone is not a need, right? But if I do want this relationship with you, I need you to bring certain traits to the table, like love and honesty and forgiveness, things like that.
Okay. Well, that's funny that you say that because that's absolutely what I said about my wants. As I wanted a partner. I wanted that love, that honesty, that freakiness. I want all of that. But I did say the one is like we all want a partner. We might want them thick, or gay, straight, or whatever you want to have you. But we all do look for somebody else. But that is definitely a want. So how you said like oxygen and basic stuff, that's really what we need to survive.
Mm-hmm.
But having that want makes it interesting.
Yeah, having that want definitely improves your quality of life.
Right.
But I'm just saying, I don't. I love you to death, but I don't necessarily need you as far as like I'll die without you. But I need you to, if something happens and we, get a divorce, I need you to remain in the kids' lives. I need you to give me money or any kind of support I need to take care of them.
That could be a mixture of wants too, right?
No, I told you what it is. I said it was a need. I don't understand why you're questioning what I said.
Well, I digest. Continue, babe. Well, what I thought about is, like you said, I don't need you, but I want you. Mm-hmm. And I think of like Jada entanglement as no reason. I just shot. Boom, boom. But it's definitely what I'm just saying is it means something when you really want somebody and try to make it like a need. But I think that's what I'm going to talk about, how those things can get blended in, and how they can be messed up.
I definitely think I agree. They definitely can be blended in, and what I do when it comes to that is I encourage all people to do is need themselves first. Mm-hmm. Because when you do that, you'll be able to put yourself first, and you'll realize what you want in a relationship, and that you need certain attributes from that relationship. Right. I think that when you confuse the two, it can bring a negative codependency, meaning you will accept things that you normally wouldn't, and it makes it hard to distinguish between, okay, I want this person and I need this person, because now you're completely your existence is co-appended upon theirs being in your life.
That's funny that you said that, because like I think about wants definitely being misleading, because it can be based on like your parents, like how they were raised, and so what they want, you kind of want, and you don't really know yourself. And so once you start to learn yourself and the other person, it just gets messed up because it's not truly what you wanted. I also think like fantasy from reality, like you want this from your man, you want this from your woman, but in reality, we come with like fractions and things that have happened to us, or just we're just different, and so I don't know, babe. I think that confusion of trying to get your dream and not what's right there, like tangible. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point, because I know when I was younger, how I looked at love, I was just like, yeah, I'm going to meet my husband, and we're going to have 2 kids, and he's going to be a lawyer. I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. We're going to have this big old house.
That ship has sailed.
Child, like because we watch these, not even necessarily like Disney, but we watch romantic movies and they paint this image of like, oh yeah, we just had a hardship and but we're fine now and everything is perfect. And that's not how life
They
is.
got that shit fitting like a puzzle. Like
Right, like
like
yeah.
there's no issues, no dramas.
Exactly. Right. And so it's just like, so we get it in our head when we're younger, like this is what love looks like. And then when we become older, we realize it looks like something completely different. And so then it becomes, as we're younger and we look at it, we're like, oh, this is what I need. Like I need to be able to, like some Titanic type of love type of stuff. Yes. And you see what happened to him in the end? So I'm just saying, like,
see, that was a horrible.
I'm just saying.
Why you connected like that, man?
I'm just saying it won't even work. Like I love you, but I'm not about to freeze to death in the cold water for you. You understand?
I definitely feel you.
Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, JoBell.
Oh, JoJo, what up? What up? Check it out. Love that you come in.
Yes.
All day. What I wanted to say is, how do you turn our wants to make them into like a need? And I thought to myself, like, if you really want stuff like that, then not playing games would probably get what you wanted, and it can become a need. Like, I think I need you because I love you, and there's so much things that it has become a need. Of course, we could both go our separate ways, but now it's a need.
Yeah.
So I mean that can go away too, right?
I think it can. Because your needs change.
Okay.
That's how it can go away.
Yeah, I got that too.
With growth, your needs change. With life, your needs change.
Yes.
So how I needed you then, when we, because we've been together off and on for what feels like 100 years. How I needed you then, it's not
been that long.
It's not necessarily how I need you now.
True.
And so again, that comes with growth and experiences.
So you think time has?
I think time has a lot to do with it. I think getting to know yourself also has a bigger part to play with it. Like we always, so many people feel like, oh, I needed a relationship to feel complete. But even in that relationship, you're not going to feel complete because you're lacking something. You should feel complete without a relationship.
True.
A relationship helps to enhance yourself or your life, but it should not make you complete.
Right. And I mean, what you said about time changes, it doesn't mean that it's going to always be a good change, because maybe things happen and now you're looking for a particular thing because you grew up with that damage. And that can be an overwhelming, factor. So you don't want a person that, talks loud, but that person could be the right person for you. You know what I mean? Like, so sometimes time can make your wants different, depending on, and that's why we talk about always finding some way to communicate, to open those things up. I put something in here, like, also to get something, it's like look in the mirror. And what I mean by that is like face your demons, because to get anything that you want, you're going to have to look at yourself first.
Yeah. Oh my God, that is so true. That's why that's why I said you have to really address, you need to focus on yourself first. Right. For me, when I got divorced the first time, like I really took the time out to focus on my needs. I thought I needed a man to rescue me. Then I realized, I don't need a man to rescue me, because in actuality, I have been rescuing myself since I was a teenager.
Yeah, you done.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, I'm so loud, y'all. I'm so sorry. But I thought I needed a man to make me feel strong, and I didn't need it. I have been strong for this whole time. What I realized is I wanted a man to help me bring power to my life, to help me enhance my life, to be my mate. That's what I wanted, and that's what I demanded from anybody I was going to be with.
And that's what I was just about to say. Like, and I'm just going to tell you, like, that was like I knew you, and I definitely could tell when it changed, where it was just like, no, it's going to be like this, because I've been out here, and I don't, it was nothing that I could do like that would have been suave or smooth. It was like, no, at this point, this is what it's going to be. And a part of me was just like, yo, that's hot that she got to that point. I think a real person, whatever sex you are, you're going to be like, good. Because we all should stand up for ourselves.
Yeah. I think this is a good
Yo,
conversation.
I love it. Like this is kind of like I said. I don't know how we really went with the other one, but this one I kind of thought more into a deeper mode because it's like why do we want so much? Why do we go past our need? And I thought like your basic need, like what we first keyed on was love and respect. Like those are your basic needs, and those connect to so many like different degrees
Yeah.
instead of like that fancy car or that baddest chick or that baddest dude without having an emotional connection.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then to when we say that, I also want to recognize that everybody's need is not the same.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that plays a huge role in the mate that you pick.
Yeah.
I actually also believe that you need one of the things that you need in your relationship is time apart, not necessarily to like in the relationship itself, but do your own thing. I think we become so codependent. That's why I say it's something within us because you should be able to go with your friends and not think about, oh, I want to be around my man or my woman. You should be. It's something lacking in you.
Right.
Like I'll miss you because we're really close, but I still know that like you can go hang with your people and I can hang with my people and I'm gonna see you again. It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, we don't do that. Like that's just one thing, and but that has to a lot to do with trust. Has a lot to do with your own self confidence to be able to be around other people,
Right.
and so that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, and you like you said, you think that hope. I mean, need and want can be interchangeable,
Yeah.
and it could be it. Those two words
Now you got to
confuse a
balance
lot of
that.
people. Yeah, you got to
So
find a balance.
so can you do that in a relationship? Though? Can you balance? Can y'all both? Let me ask you: can y'all have different needs, not different wants? Like what's more important? That could be a difference.
Oh, that's a good question. Can you have different needs? I think you can have different needs, but it has to be some kind of common understanding.
Like
Like
something that connects them.
something that connects them. Like
Children or
yeah, like not necessarily children, but a common ground. I'm trying to think of what a need I have that's not necessarily need you have, or vice versa. And my mind is drawing blank right now. But no relationship is 100% perfect, not 100% compatible.
right.
Because we're imperfect people and we all have different wants and needs, right? But it's a common ground. I think what I want to say is that it's a matter of respect. So just because you have a need that I don't have doesn't mean I should look at you any differently. It's like, you know what? I get it.
Yeah, that is.
And let me see how I can fulfill that need. Because it's not damaged. As long as that need isn't bothering mine, then I don't see the problem.
So it's basically like no judgment based on my needs. Like don't look at me differently. Don't look at me weaker. Don't look at me stronger. Just look at that we're unique. We have to be. So this my need is going to be different. And so that balance that we have to have is that we have to allow each other that respect.
Right.
That I think that's probably the most difficult because if I think your need is like something that I can't relate to and I think it's trivial, then I'm not gonna really care.
And
right?
You're not gonna fulfill it.
I'm not gonna put any energy to it because I'm gonna be like, yo, it's not that big deal to me. I think a lot of us we say that to each other like it's well, I don't get it. It's no point. It's not about getting it. It's about doing what you're supposed to do. Just had to wave at somebody that shouldn't be here. One of the little ones. But anyway.
Yeah. So it also goes back to that what I was saying about when you don't know the difference between I want and I need, it causes yourself so much aggravation and heartache and pain because you feel like you need it. You don't necessarily you want it very badly, which is nothing wrong with that because we are created to want love and desire love, but you don't have to necessarily you're gonna what you're gonna do, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna keep looking for that love in everybody. Looking for that love in everybody, and you're not gonna find it because you don't even have love for yourself completely yet.
It's true.
When you feel like I need this, you're gonna look for and you're not even gonna look, you're gonna not only look for relationships or different characteristics in everybody, you're gonna let them go out the window because they're lacking the characteristics that you feel like you need. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna lose a good relationship because they don't fit what you feel like you need.
Yeah, it's like kind of like it's just straight tunnel vision.
Yeah, straight tunnel vision.
Straight tunnel vision, missing the point. Yeah, I totally get that, babe. I mean, this is kind of crazy because at first, and I realized, like you said, like my needs definitely changed. My needs changed the older I got. Um, you want your needs become to be stable because that's more realistic.
Right.
That should be your lifestyle based on your age. My wants was to be able to do whatever I wanted at any time, but that's not physically possible.
Yeah.
So I think that's interesting.
Yeah. So my cousin said, "Yo, hey, cuz, how are you?
What up? What up, cuz?
Thank you so much for watching today."
Yes, yes, yes.
So, you want to? It's. I love this
What you
conversation
think?
again because it's
Yeah.
just so eye opening. I remember, for me, needing a relationship, I dealt with so much that was absolutely detrimental to my sanity because I was like, yo, I need this. I need to not be looked at as a single mom. I need to be married. I need to walk around with this ring on my finger and with my last name no longer being my maiden name. Like I thought I needed those things, and
Right.
I did accept so much that I didn't have to accept just because my stupid needs. And I
That's
hate
deep
somebody say
though.
I need it.
That's
I need
deep.
this. No, baby, you
I
don't
know
need
it
it.
just drives you. You just be like, click, click. Don't say that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, we all. I mean, it's heartaches and trials and tribulations to learn from stuff. It's just kind of I've definitely learned that from you when it comes to our daughter, and it's like I want to tell her and explain, but her wants or what she thinks her needs are, and so some of those things she just has to learn, and so it's
Yeah.
kind of hard.
And some needs too are, like I said, some needs are different. Like
Yeah.
one of my needs is I need you to be able to put your back into it. Like I need you to be able to make my toes curl. That's a superficial need that I have, but it has to be met because that's just who I am. I have to be satisfied. I'm just saying.
That's just it. I just need you.
Y'all, please. I'm so happy my tubes are tied.
I'm on time.
Jay.
But yeah, this is. I mean, so overall, what would you say? What would you want to get across to people that are young or people that are kind of like, this is what I want and this is not working.
Mm.
Like
What
why?
I would say is to do some self evaluation.
Right.
And that's a deep one,
Soul
y'all.
searching. You mean so
Yeah,
like it?
soul searching. That's a deep one. First of all, I think you need
Like
to.
James Brown. I want you to go deep.
Okay. So first of all, I need you to address why you have this need. Where did it stem from?
Right.
For me, that need stemmed from I don't know if it was my childhood or not, or if it was just watching movies. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember, but it was from a young age. So you have to address like, why do I have this need? And a lot of times it does start from your parents. Like, were your parents active in your life? Was your mom there? Was your dad there? Things it stems from that because
You think that's a factor?
I think that's a huge factor because your childhood can be very traumatic.
Yeah, it can definitely form your opinions. It
Mm-hmm.
can definitely make you, like we talked about earlier, like it can make you say, I don't want to be poor. So what do you do? Or what kind of mate do you get because of those kind of things?
Yeah.
You can take anything with them.
Yeah. So I think it's, and you have to address that. Like,
Okay, so that's
you
what you
can't
want.
just say, "Oh, it's no big deal." No, it's a big deal because it's affecting your life decisions,
Okay.
and those come with huge repercussions.
Yeah.
And so that's what I had to do. Like I said, I had to self evaluate. Like, why are you like this? How did you and when did you become so
Yeah,
codependent on a
everybody just
man?
self-evaluate. Do a cleanse every 3 months. Just look at yourself, look at the dum dum right next to you, sneaking, snoring, and say, is it worth it? Look at it and soul search you. That's all we're saying is like you really gotta look, um, and look hard, not superficially, but look hard. Like because the older I am, I just realized like I was repeating things because I just wanted it, and that's why it wasn't working.
Yeah.
Because that's what my focus was on.
Yeah. And like you said earlier, when we look at our parents, we have those expectations. I need, like, if you come from money, oh, I need this man to be making $5.5 million a year. but you're dating men way below who make way below that. Right. You can't. Right. I know somebody like that. That's what's killing me.
I figure that's why you laugh.
Yes. You can't expect top quality liquor if you are in
a liquor reference
in the corner store. Okay. So
we're talking about that 40.
40. And so listen, is that really something that you need, or is that your want? True. You want somebody with money, but clearly your need is for that 40 that's sitting in the corner store
with the brown paper bag still. With the brown paper bag. You ain't gonna take it out of the bag, bro. Nope. Right. Gotta keep it cold.
So that also makes me want to say, like, when it comes to your needs, it's like, for me, it's like a job application. That's why I feel like you gotta address your needs first, because before you try to hire somebody try to hire somebody into your life. What is your real needs? Not what you want. I want this chick with a big old butt, no fat, and double D's. What are you looking like? Why do you want that? That's the bigger question. You need to address, why do I want somebody like that? And if looking for somebody like that, it's going to cost me the happiness that I so desperately want.
Yeah, definitely, man. Because your eyes can play tricks on your heart.
You're so smart.
Thank you, sweet. Yeah. So you said something about parents, and then I thought to myself, because we're parents, and it's like, so you see like how well things work for your parents, so I should want the things that they want, but really you shield your children from a lot of things. So you can't look at it through their eyes, because you don't know what they're trying to. We have to prevent things from our children just because they're not prepared to handle those things. Yeah. And so that's how it really works. So I just thought to myself, like, yeah, a lot of us are looking at our parents, but we don't know what's really going on behind those closed doors.
Yeah. And that's why I said, like, it's so many people I've talked to who didn't know that their parents hated each other guts, like hated everything about them.
Ooh, I just got the ghost in me because it's real.
Hated something about the other until they got older, and their parents all of a sudden like divorced. It's like,
and I think that's, what about you? I think that is crazy when I think that they've been like straight for like 40 years, and then they be like, no, I hated that person. I'll be like, what?
And so that affects our image. We're like, oh my God, if I have this type of person, I'm going to be happy like my mom and like my dad. Not even knowing that they were miserable and only stayed together because they had kids, which I don't believe in doing.
No. And I mean, and some of that was back in the day. It wasn't relatable, or it wasn't proper to do that. So then you had that kind of pressure. Man and woman stayed together just because it looked bad.
Yeah, and that was a sacrifice that they were willing to make, and it's not a good sacrifice, because ultimately your kids, if you can't hide it, your kids gonna see it anyway.
Yeah, they feel it. They know it. But as children, you don't. Adults, we confront things. Children just pay attention and then just soak it in and take it in. But they're not going to say, like, I don't think y'all love each other. They're not going to come out and say that, because that would mean separation. But they're not surprised when you say, like, I'm getting a divorce. They're going like, oh, okay, well, y'all haven't been in the same bedroom for like 15 years.
Yeah. I know my parents divorced. I wasn't even that surprised. I was more annoyed at how it happened.
See, when are you ever surprised?
I know. But I wasn't even surprised. I was just like, finally. Like, but that's because me and my siblings heard and saw things that let us know, like, yo, this is absolutely bonkers.
Right.
They don't want to be together. And to be honest, after the divorce and after they were able to talk it out, they were the best of friends. Up until the day my mom passed away. It was beautiful. Yeah, it was.
I love it.
And
it was so cool.
Yeah. And I was able to realize, watching that was able to give me also another sense of needs versus wants.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I think that what I would say is, take the time to really figure out what your need is and accomplish your needs. That was another. I think when you accomplish your needs, then you can move to something. You can go to that asterisk, but you have to take care of yourself, because it just bleeds over. And so that's what I would say. Focus on your needs. And of course, you want wants, but make them reasonable and so that you can connect the dots.
Yeah. Because you're just shortchanging yourself if you don't know the difference between you want and that you need. It's going to cost you, and it's not going to be anything pretty
Oof,
at
baby,
all.
I like this. I love
Hmm.
this one. I hope y'all like this, man. What you think? This was a really deep one.
Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah, this was good. Um, so as always, like, share, comment.
Yes, and guys, we're sorry this is a short one, but we have been up since 5 something this morning,
Oh yeah, dealing
dealing
with
with
the
one of our
babies.
kids, and we are exhausted, and we still got to finish cooking dinner.
Everybody understands.
But we didn't want to reschedule it because our week is going to be crazy regardless.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I hope y'all really did get something. Hope it, as always, opens up a conversation. If you agreed or disagreed, there's just different opinions of it, and I hope that we were able to share like what we found to be true for ourselves.
Yeah. So again, we're going to ask this question, and this is completely rhetorical, just for you to think about. Do you need or do you want your mate? Until we see you next time. Until we see you next time.
On life after the L word.
And what's your other slogan? Because you're too busy looking at me to know. Life is love,
and love is life. See how you did? Just so disrespectful.
All right, guys. We love you and hope to see you next time. Bye.